Good day guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope your year is going great so far. Welcome to the month of April. Happy new month. First of all, I want to apologize for going AWOL for over a month now. I've just been going through some life shit and it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm back now. And yeah, y'all are going to get all the sauce as promised. And today's video, as the title says, is going to be how to escape the 8-bar loop. A lot of times when you're working on a beat, you're working on a track, you have something that sounds like this, but you don't know how to turn it into a full song. It's nice, but you don't really know how to arrange, where to start, so that's where it is. Also, I sent out an email to the people on my email list asking them what they want for the next video, and this topic was the most selected. So if you want, you can join my email list. It's going to be the first link in the description. If you join my email list, you're going to have access to kits earlier than other people, and you're going to have a say as to what videos to make next. So if you want, join my email list. Is the first link in the description. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing you always want to do is recognize the motif. Motif being, if you check the definition, I'll put it up on the screen. But motif is basically a musical concept that repeats over time. But basically, you want this thing to be constant throughout. So there might be a little variations to it. Maybe sometimes you even switch the guitar. Maybe you used an electric guitar, but you switch it to a jazz guitar later, fine, whatever. But the motif generally is a concept that will repeat. So I'm just going to show you. The motif in this one is going to basically be the pads, the two pads that follow the chord progression. That's going to be the motif of this beat. So I'm going to show you. So the first thing you want to do is recognize it. So this is the motif. Right, so this being the motif, now you want to separate it from the rest and just do that, create a new pattern. I just call this chords, right, copy. So then you want to take that motif and arrange it in the playlist for as long as you want the song to be. So I think I want this to be about the typical 2 minutes 20 something seconds. So yeah, should be like 2 minutes 21. So basically, so now we have this. So this main thing is going to be playing throughout, no matter what we add, no matter what we remove. This is going to be consistent. So now we already have that motif lined up. So now what we now need is the arrangement. And we already have this guitar patch playing. So let me just put this here for now. Right, so I think obviously it's still missing something. It's still missing something. Okay, so not this. I'm still going to find something else, but it gets just to add that bounce to the Afrobeat. So when we add the shakers and we finish up the pecks and add the bass, it's going to be sounding full. So we're getting there. Okay, I want to route all this to the mixer so I can start leveling because it seems like the melodies are way too loud. It's going to be distracting along the way. Right, that's a tip. Also, you also want to mix so you make sure you're hearing everything properly, because sometimes that can confuse you too when everything is at the wrong volume. It just sort of takes your focus away from the actual beat. So you want to mix as you go sometimes. All right, so I'm just going to move on to the bass now. I don't want to go too crazy in the drums because that'll take a lot of time, and that's not the purpose of this video. So let's get into the bass line. We just basically follow the root notes. Shut them into as the root notes. Uh, let's go to the chord to follow the root notes of that. All right, so plus that, I think I want a sine bass, those sine bass, those blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I want it. So I need to go to extra stuff. I think that's where, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to adjust the attack. I'll treat it like an 808. So I don't want it playing too long or too little. Too little. Yeah. All right. So this is what we have so far, plus the bass and everything. I'm not going to do the mixing because that's going to take time. We already have the motif now. We have the motif going. So now what we need to do is identify where is where is where. Like in some cases, I still do it till now. I label the beats. I label the intro. I label the chorus. I label the verse. That's just so that I can have an idea. Okay, I want this place to be energetic. I want this place to be less energetic. Stuff like that. So now what I'm going to do is to scatter the pattern. Let me just do it as I'm saying it. I'll scatter this pattern. Sorry, not scatter. Separate. Damn, what's that word again? Okay, yeah, split. So split by channel. Then I'm going to put this in here. Okay. Intro. So now, obviously, at the intro, this you don't want everything playing at the intro. That's like obvious. So first of all, the motif is definitely going to be playing. So let's put only that first of all. Oh, my bad. I have the two basses playing in there. Right. So first of all, you want the chord playing definitely. So okay, what else could be playing? Maybe shakers. Maybe you want it entering energetically. Here you just really play around. This is where you get creative. So you already have the full thing sounding nice. You can now get creative. You can start it any way you want. Really, the whole purpose is it sounds nice, and artists can jump on it. That's the only rules, in my opinion. So let's start with the shakers. Okay, so maybe do I want the bass? Let me see. No, I don't think I want it. Then let's see. Or maybe I want the rims. Yeah, so I think I just want, it's a layered rim. I only want the more pronounced one playing at the intro. So we have the chords now, pads, and that rim. Sorry, the chords, the shakers, and that main rim playing now. So let's see what else. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's the only intro we need. At this part now, I want the beat coming in. Sorry, I want the I want it to go ka. Then it becomes more calm. So that's like verse, I guess, verse one. So just gonna name that verse one, or just verse really. So then I want the kicks coming in here, and then I want the second rim playing also. So um, okay, kicks not here, not here. So let's see. Right. So I think that really works for 19 seconds to 38 seconds. That really works for it's Afrobeats, not really much. So we come to here I can just make this the chorus, Alt T chorus. I don't want to do the whole process right now, but for this sine bass and bass, you can sidechain it so that you can play them both. I want them both playing. So the purpose of this is arrangements. Maybe I'll do that, but